This is a brand new car from Overflod called the Tyrant. And let's just say it looks suitably crazy to be a hypercar. It's got a pretty big wing, and that's not the only big thing on this car. The whole car is absolutely massive. It barely fits in the little decoration area. It's almost twice as big as the XXR. It's massive, and it's rear-wheel drive, but since it is made out of nearly all carbon fiber, it is very light. But for a price of $2.5 million, you think you would get a few better amenities on this car. Because while it does not spare on the size, it does spare on the interior. It just looks bland. And what's the point of having a car that you sit in if the interior is bland? You get a few generic vents on it, you get a generic steering wheel, generic everything. There's not very much leather stitching. Looks very plain, looks very plasticky. That's not something that you expect on a $2.5 million hypercar. It just doesn't look nice on the inside. And on the outside, it really doesn't get much better, but, you know, since you sit in the car, you would expect it to be a little bit more accommodating, a bit nicer looking. But, who knows? Maybe it'll be better in a drag race against, say, a 730 horsepower Chevelle. Clearly, the Overflod has the advantage. It is down on power, but it is more aerodynamic. So, hopefully, this will be pretty good. I have 680 horsepower. He has 720. So that is a considerable amount of power, but I'm hoping I can make it up overall. Maybe a bit better acceleration, a bit lighter. But we shall see. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wait for the light, wait for the light, wait for the light, and go! Alright, we're off pretty even start. Come on. No, he's pulling away. Oh, he's pulling away a little bit. Come on. No. Tyrant, no. Come on. You gotta be quicker than this. You gotta be quicker than this. Come on. We're kind of evening out, but he's still far ahead. Come on, Tyrant. Please. Ah. Okay, well, that's quite disappointing. Quite disappointing. He's celebrating the distance. Maybe it'll be a little bit better against his older brother, the XXR. And when I say that, and you can see the size difference right about now using this drone shot, it's absolutely massive. But that car does have more power than me. It is a bit more powerful. It's 710 horsepower this time. But I am lighter. And I'm hoping that can give us a bit of difference. So 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, we're off. And we're even. We're closer. We're closer than the Chevelle. We are a little bit closer. I'm pulling. Nope. I'm right on his bumper. Come on! Don't be beaten by your older brother. No! Come on, you gotta go faster. Gotta go faster. Gotta go faster. Come on. Come on, car. Come on. No, nah. That's quite disappointing. That's really quite disappointing. It's not even faster than his older brother. So, it costs $2.5 million. It doesn't look, it looks generic, the interior is bland, and it's slower than its predecessor. What's the point of having this car besides the awesome gull-wing doors? Well, I shut down most of Los Santos to see if it's the handling. So let's just try it out, shall we? Hang on. If I move, will it shut? No. Door, can you shut? Let's try this again. No. Shut. I think I have to do this manually, don't I? Yep. Okay. Don't scratch the paint. Don't scratch the paint. Don't scratch the paint. There we go. Okay. Door is shut. Alright, much better. Let's ride. Here we go. Nice control. Sorry, let me just get on the power. Come on, can we go flat out around this corner? Come on, it's a bit bumpy, but we are good. Look at that. That is some serious grip from the Tyrant. And then we have good brakes. Yeah, very good brakes. Actually, we turn it in for a nice little switchback there. Hanging up to a very bumpy corner up here. Can it be held around here flat? Not quite. A little bit of a lift. Whoa! Holy crap. That bump did spin us a little sideways, but I was able to catch it, and I was able to get on the power. Here we go. A little bit of airtime. Turn it in here. Get on the brakes. Nice and easy on the hairpin. Look at that. This handles lovely. It's almost like a Formula 1 car. It has that play about it where you can almost get the back end slide, and you've hit a bumper on it, it will get slidey. But then it has that just incredible grip to not only catch any slides, but to be able to go flat out around pretty much any corner. And although it doesn't have very good speed, it still has enough speed to make you have some fun down the straightaways. Woo! Flat out. Just about. Oh, that's fantastic. The grip is immense. Yeah, you see, it just gets that little bit of oversteer, but you can catch it. You have enough grip to catch it. It is absolutely fantastic to drive. It is a glorious car. Absolutely one of the best handling cars I have driven. Which is saying something. I've driven a lot of good handling cars, and this is certainly up there. So, yes, it handles brilliantly. And yes, it is a pretty nice car to drive, has good brakes. But here's the thing. The Wagner is a little bit more oversteery, but it's so much faster in the straightaways and much faster around the corners. So pretty much all you're buying for this car is a few good brakes and a nice experience. And for $2.5 million, that's just not worth it. Because it's slower in the straights, it's fun, but it's very fun in the corners, but it's way too expensive, it's slow in the straights, it looks hideous, and there's just no real reason of buying it. Even if it wasn't $2.5 million, I still wouldn't buy it, because at the end of the day, the looks are just awful. I really don't like the looks. I know people who will disagree, I know people who will like the look of this car, but I just do not like the looks of it. I think it's very generic. I think it looks a little bland. But, yeah. It's just kind of okay overall. Which is a bit of a shame, because I like Overflod. But there you go.